Hello, my friends. I want to start with a very short little song for you today. And it goes like this. Go within or go without. Go within or go without. Go within or go without. It's your life. That's how I want to start it today. And then the question is, which side are you on? And the reason that that came to me is because the taking sides seems so much more intense now than it was before the election and before the lockdowns. It seems like it's just getting stronger and stronger, where people are very, very invested in taking a side about who's right and who's wrong. And then whatever side we choose, we can come up with endless amount of evidence that we are right and that they're wrong. Now let's go over here. This side can find endless amount of evidence that they're right and that they're wrong. And off we go to the races. Old paradigm stuff, the old ways that we apparently have not outlived yet. I really thought that more people would come to the place where they say enough, where you can start seeing through what the F is going on out there. It's not what this person and that person is doing. Whatever they're doing, that's what they're doing. But what are you doing? What am I doing? Okay. That's the energy. Wow, I feel like I'm getting very powerful in my in my speak right now. But that's the energy we put out there. We put out division every time you take a side. That doesn't mean that you won't have a preference or an opinion or an understanding of something. That's not what I'm talking about. That's just having your own experience and sharing it with others. But being so invested in being right that you put all these Facebook posts and Twitter posts, whatever it is, all over everywhere, and tell people who are on this side, yeah, we're right, they're so wrong. And this is madness. And I want to say it again. Stop this. Stop it, please. You are adding to the madness if you are doing that. The question is if that's what you want. So, which side are you on? And take a moment. What side are you on? Are you on the side of making yourself right and others wrong? Are you on the side that you have listened to this TV station or read this blog post or whatever, and you are taking a strong side of being right, even though there is probably equal amounts of evidence that that's not true? It may be true, but isn't it interesting that there is an equal amount of evidence on both sides that the other side denies that they're right? It's madness. And if you haven't seen through it yet, I want to just put out here that it's like this, the triangle, the drama triangle, I think it's called. I mentioned it before. There is a rescuer, there is a victim, and there is a perpetrator. That is what is happening out there. And we are just swirling around and around and around. And then one moment, this person is the perpetrator, or for some people, this is the perpetrator. For others, this person is the rescuer. Oh, look, I can make a little heart here. And then it just moves around. It's not going anywhere. Nowhere. You're staying in the karmic cycle. You keep, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse. It's not changing. What is it going to take for people to see what is going on out there and what they're doing with it, why they're engaging in it? It's a hamster wheel. You're not going anywhere. All you're doing is feeding the matrix, and the matrix is coming to the end. It's kind of already over, but it's not over until we all get out of it, until we stop engaging. Because even though it may be over, and I did a nice video that rest in peace, that it's over, but people won't believe it. There's like, no, ta-ta-da, and off we go to the races again. So, strong invitation. Stop it. Take a deep breath. Feel all that emotion that's in you that wants to go and fight and be right and make others wrong. What is that? So when I say, what side are you on? I don't necessarily mean the left or right or blue or purple, although that is what people identify with. Are you on the inside, or are you on the outside? Which side are you on? What are you choosing over and over to engage in? The drama out there, the division, the duality, the matrix, the hate, the fear, the anxiety, the greed, all of that. Is that what you choose? Is that the side you are on? And you can be very honest with yourself. There's nobody chastising you. I may sound like I am, but I'm just like, hey, get this, get this. So check in with yourself. Are you on the outside engaging in a way where it's you just feeding the madness? Or are you on the inside? And that's my preferred place to be. So if you're on the outside and we really lay it out for you, like, is this really what you want? Because we do it unconsciously based on all these unintegrated, unhealed parts from our past that are out there fighting and trying and efforting and striving. That is on your inside, actually, in your emotional body. That's sitting there as these contractions and these frozen waves that need some loving so they can start melting and softening so that it's not running your life and you push it out there and you hope that fixing it out there will fix it in here. It's the other way around. When you fix it in here, fixing is not the right word, but I'm just going to use it. When you heal it in here, when you integrate in here, when you feel it, deeply, deeply feel it, like to the core, with love, with openness, with presence, with allowing, then this contraction that keeps you in that triangle of rescuer, perpetrator, victim, that's what we do. That's what the world is doing, if you haven't noticed. But when you heal it in here, you will simply lose interest in engaging in that because you will see through it. So that's my invitation today. Can you see through the triangle that you keep engaging in? Righteously so. But you have not looked inside. That's the side that you can go to. And then from there, you will actually drop deeper inside. Once you get through that barrier inside of you that you keep projecting outside of you, then it can start, excuse me, guys, then it can start softening. And when it softens, you just melt deeper into your core. This is where your true essence lives and breathes and moves and lives. This is the solution. Not because you have to take it and bring it out there. That's the old paradigm that will tell you, like, oh, I have to go and change the world, right? That's the wounding still. That's the unintegrated. When you drop below that, you're in your own essence of light. This light just shines. And you know what happens to darkness when light comes in? I don't need to tell you that. So everything we see out there are just the shadows that will not let the light through. So by each of us doing whatever we can to soften and melt and love these shadows into the ocean of light. And we do that with love and with light because that's who we already are. And that's the only thing that can dissolve and change things. Then we may go and do something in the world, but not from that battling energy, but from just a state of presence and light and maybe love, right? We just move out and then we maybe feel inspired to do something. So we do that, but we're not doing it from a place of duality. We're doing it from a place of presence and oneness from the inside that just moves us. We flow along with it. And then things they will either just show up or maybe for a while they won't. And I know that's happening for a lot of people where nothing seems to happen. I will include myself in that. I am doing this, I'm doing things, but still part of my mind thinks that more should happen. But I have come to a place where I will not engage in that separate sense of self that thinks she needs to do something to make things happen, because I know she is not fully integrated yet. And so she still thinks she needs to go there, separate it, and just make something happen. So I just keep her here. I just bring her in, love her, just be present with that part of me. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm done. Maybe different for you. That's fine. We all have to find our own way. So my invitation, if there is a side to pick, I would say go inside. Just leave the outside and the left side and the right side and the wrong side and the right side, or the bad side and the good side, all the duality. Leave it for a while and come to the inside and stay there as long as you can, inviting all the parts that want to go outside to battle. Invite them in and see if you can be present with them in a way so they can start softening and relaxing, so that a new energy will come through that will move us into the world where we're not out there struggling and striving anymore to make things happen. We may have to work hard. Why not? It can be fun to work hard, but it's not coming from a place of, I'm going to make this happen. It's just coming from a place of movement and expression. And you will probably enjoy it. Just like when I work in my garden, it's hard work a lot of the time, but I love it. I love it. But it's not like, oh my God, I love it. So that's the whole new energy that I choose to live from right now. And it feels a lot better. It may not produce what my mind think should happen, but I also have to let that go. It's either outside with all the duality or inside. Which side do you choose?